is. That took a long time for you to be added.
It just kept spinning and spinning and spinning.
That's so weird. Maybe it's like a internet thing going on right now.
I always just say, fix it, Mark. Fix it, Mark.
Yeah, exactly. Well, thanks again for being on.
Thanks for having me.
Well, let's get this party started. Like I said, I absolutely love your story. I think it's so inspirational. When I joined this company as a business, you were one of the first stories I heard where it literally blew my mind of what this powerful product could do for people. So for people out there listening, before we get into what this product has done for you and so forth, give people a little bit about your background and who you were before you came into the ASEA world.
So who's Ashley?
Yes.
I'm a wife and a mom. I'm a new grandma. But when ASEA found me, I was real estate. I was really big into real estate. One of the top producing realtors back where we moved from. Just kicking it, just living my life as a realtor and a mom and wife. But I was super sick, super sick. ASEA found me in a very vulnerable time. And so it was really a saving grace and saving light that came into our life at the perfect time.
Awesome. And that was about 5.5 years ago?
It was. Yeah.
Okay. Wow. Time flies. And so being on this, when ASEA found you, I love how you say that, by the way. What even made you look at ASEA?
Well, a girlfriend stopped me at church and she said, "Oh, I have something you need to take a look at." And I really had no desire to know what she wanted me to take a look at. But I'm a person of loyalty and a person of my word. And when I told her, yes, I would take a look at it, I meant it, And so my ears were opened to redox when I sat with Leland Duck at her dining room table that day and heard what redox was. And this is what I said, Jackie. I don't know what redox is because I'm a realtor. I can look at the square footage of this house and sell it tomorrow. So I don't know what this is, but I have a lot of questions, and so I really started digging deep and asking a lot of questions to get to the root of what redox was. And that's what piqued my interest is what I was told that day about redox, and about cellular health. That really piqued my interest of what we had our hands on.
Very cool. Well, I'm glad that you were open because now look at you. And now you can share with people that are listening and viewers and so forth. What has ASEA done for you and how has it really changed your life or saved your life?
Well, so ASEA has given me more memories. To me, that's what I love to tell people. What has ASEA done for me? It's given me more memories. It's given my family more memories. I was told many years ago I wouldn't live to see my youngest daughter graduate high school. And Jackie, when somebody puts a timeline on your life, when somebody tells you that something won't happen because of some disease or disorder, you have a different mindset. You open your heart and mind to something, to different approach. ASEA gave me that. ASEA gave me those memories. It's given me more time with my family. Yesterday, I sang karaoke with my almost 16-year-old daughter that turned 16 in 15 days. That's a big deal. Do you think I've been with ASEA 5.5 years? 5.5 years. She was 10 and she'll be 16. That's a big deal.
Huge.
I had a lot of things going on in my body when ASEA found me. Yeah. So, we have our genetic pathways that we can say ASEA works in, and inflammation being one of them. If you can think of anything to do with inflammation, you could probably pinpoint it and say that I suffered. That's just the way it is. I had butterfly rash across my nose quite often, ulcers in my mouth. People with disorders that I battled often don't look as old as they truly are. Their skin gets a little tighter. Their organs get just as tight as the skin does, on the inside. So my body was hurting. you know, and I often would get out of bed like a little 90-year-old granny and not a lady in my 20s and 30s. My hair was falling out, very thin, short, pixie haircut. I mean, just chronic inflammation. That's what I suffered with. And knowing those 5 genetic pathways, inflammation being one of them, it really impacted my life. You know, and so, I mean, I have to visualize things when we're talking like it's hard for people to say, well, I don't really get it. Well, if you picture a basket of fruit and your fruit has mold on it, what happens to the rest of the fruit? It gets molded. Well, that's what happens to the cells in our body. That's what happened to the cells in my body, right? A bad cell duplicated a bad cell duplicated a bad cell, like a piece of mold on fruit. You know, but when you throw out the bad fruit and you get fresh fruit, you have beautiful fresh fruit. Well, we got rid of the bad cells in my body and my cells were able to duplicate healthy, pretty cells, right? So the last 5.5 years, I've been able to live a fabulous, healthy lifestyle by adding redox as the foundation to my wellness journey, you know? And so that's just the foundation of our health. It's like building your house, right? You have a concrete foundation. Well, redox is the foundation of your little pyramid, right, of wellness. That's what this is. And then everything else comes along with it. And so I just got my blood work back a few weeks ago. I have my blood work checked every 6 months with my doctor. I turned 40 in July and was told I have the blood work of a 20-year-old.
Woo!
You know, that's like, hello.
And you look 20.
You know, and looking young doesn't hurt, right?
Absolutely not.
You know, all that to say, Jackie, like, it's powerful what we have our hands on. It's powerful.
Absolutely. And that's why I do this as well. You know, I share this because I didn't have my own health journey. I was already young and healthy, but it's hearing stories like yours where I was like, oh my God, people just need to know that this is out there. And
absolutely.
So, look at you now. As I said earlier, you're not anymore surviving, you're thriving, you're glowing. You wouldn't even know anything had gone wrong with you. It's incredible is the word. So I'm super happy that this found you.
Thank you.
And so you've decided, I guess, early on to start sharing this with people. Of course, you probably felt the obligation. So why did you say yes to that?
Well, you know, I really didn't want to say yes to sharing it with people, but truly I had so many questions because I'm not a doctor. I'm not a scientist. I was a realtor, right? Again, I knew square footage. I didn't know science. I didn't know redox. So I was like, well, if it did it for me, will it do it for that? Will it do it for that person and that person and that person? And I didn't understand, and I didn't have to understand, but I just had a lot of questions. So then it was like, hey, will you try this? Hey, will you try this? And then I was like, oh, I got a paycheck. Oh, I got another paycheck. Oh, wait, oh, really? Like, it just keeps coming, right? Like, you talk to people, you share them, they get to feeling better, or they had an experience, or whatever it is, like, and then you just start to make some money, right? And then, like, you put 2 to 2 together and you're like, I get to change people's lives. Like, my life has been changed, my family's life, my kids, my husband, you know, they have a wife and a mom. If I can do that for one person and then do it for one more person and one more person, it makes an impact, right? Absolutely. And then I get to make a living. And I have an honest living, right? And that's a powerful thing. And that's when it pivoted for me, when I realized that this wasn't something specific to disease or gender or age. This is just, again, the foundation of wellness. And I get to make an impact and make money. It's a win-win. There's a no-brainer.
I agree. It's no better feeling in the world.
Yeah.
And so my last question to you is, you know, where do you see this technology going? Where do you see this company going?
So let me take you back 5.5 years ago, right? Where we started 5.5 years ago, we were the second person. There was the person that introduced it to me, and then us. And then when we
Texas.
Yes, and Plainview by Lubbock, right? So there was that. and then it grew exponentially there because we were like wildfire, sharing it with everyone that I could talk to that would listen to me. And then we moved to Waco, and there was one other family on it in Waco, and here we go again, we're sharing it. So I watched where we've been, Redox ASEA, start as this little bitty nothing, grow into this flowing river that's continuing to grow into lakes and, you know, oceans of people taking Redox and hearing about it. It does sound cliche, but you know, you Kleenex and Charmin toilet paper and paper towels and all the things, people have those and they know what that is. We are at the groundbreaking of ASEA. I see this in 5 years, 10 years to go, Jackie. We're just at the beginning, and we're so young to be a part of such a huge groundbreaking wellness opportunity. This is going to blow people away, and it's going to be a household name in their homes. It's going to be something everybody on every block is just going to take every day without double thinking it. You know, it's going to be part of their routine. And before we know it, everyone's going to be doing it. It's going to be so exciting. I can't wait. And I'm excited to be a part of it. And with you.
Me too. I'm excited to be with you too. And I can't wait for that day to happen. I know it's totally growing every day. It's
every day.
It's unbelievable how fast it's growing right now. So any last thoughts or advice that you have for people that are listening?
I would say don't turn your nose up on it. It's not what you think it is. And you'll never truly understand the power of redox. To me, it doesn't matter how young you are, how old you are, what gender you are, what color you are. This is not specific to one thing, one person. This is for everybody. And it doesn't matter your profession. You know, you can say gel to yell. You can say whatever you want to say. This is for everybody, right? And if you are any kind of entrepreneur, I don't care what kind of entrepreneur you are, if you love to be self-employed, this company specifically is the company. There's no comparison, right? And there will be no other comparison in the technology that we have. So open your eyes, take off your blinders, you know, talk to Jackie, talk to myself, give it an opportunity to learn what it is. Go to Pleasant Grove, right? Go to the corporate. They're there today touring. Like, go check it out, right? Open your eyes, because the opportunity is truly endless with this. We're just beginning, so you don't want to miss the opportunity.
Yep. So good to have you. So good. I love it. Thank you so much for all that you said today. Thank you so much for letting me interview you. Your story is absolutely incredible. If anybody has any questions, please reach out to Ashley or myself. But Ashley is, as you see, a glowing, pure-hearted person that really means well and really just shares from the goodness of her heart, because she saw what this product and technology did for her. So
yeah,
thank you again. I appreciate all that you do.
Thank you. We'll see you.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye.